You smell like the others, but your eyes are different. They're always hungry, but they won't eat me anymore.
Today, we're gonna check out an interactive analog horror called You Control This Analog Horror video by CodeRed. This is an interactive video, please watch till the end to understand.
You have been selected. If you're seeing this broadcast, you are now part of the CodeRed, a top secret organization built for missions no one dares to complete.
No one
We are about to send you to a school right now. We are getting a lot of reports saying that something is wrong in this school. We need your help to investigate the situation. Listen very carefully.
I'm listening.
Do not skip. Do not look away.
Okay.
And above all, do not tell anyone you saw this. Something has changed in your school building.
I already messed up.
And you know it. You felt it. You must figure out what's going on. But remember, you are being observed. But not by faculty. Not by cameras. By something else. Someone else. We don't know where they came from or why they've chosen schools, but they are studying you, mimicking schedules, repeating patterns. We intercepted
are we
their
like
signal.
in a simulation?
We managed to hide this message inside it. They won't find it. Not yet. This is now no longer just a warning. Your choices will shape what happens next. And if you make the wrong move, you might never see your real classroom again. So, what do?
Enter the school? Or get more details on it. I think enter the school straight away might just be a bad idea. I want to get some more details before we then go into the school.
You chose to know more. Good. That makes you different already. But if you go any further, you can't take it back. Now this is everything we know. What they let us collect before the lights went out in room 112, before the floor tiles started bleeding, before the students started repeating each other's voices. It started 3 weeks ago.
This is giving me like the static channel vibes.
Her math teacher blinked too many times in a single minute, all while smiling. Then came the second report. The hallway clock stopped, but only for one student. Everyone else watched time move forward. He stood frozen for 12 minutes. No one remembers him being late. Then, audio anomalies. The school bell rang at 12:07, but when slowed down, you could hear someone whispering underneath. Over and over, we started collecting files, interviews, footage. It all led to one conclusion. The school is infected. Not by a virus, by something older. Something that knows how humans think, how we act, how we trust. And it's been watching. It doesn't hurt you. Not at first.
But it
studies
learns.
you.
It wants to learn,
your choices, and then it mimics someone you trust. Your teacher, your friend, yourself. If you've ever seen someone turn the corner before you heard their footsteps, they were already replaced. This school is no longer managed.
You can't just like, you literally can't jump scare me like that, dude. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. No! Lunch is here, guys. We got lunch. Anyway, something about an entity being inside my school is what you're saying. This is really giving me like Dead Signal VHS vibes. Like about a month ago, we checked out a channel called like Dead Signal VHS. This is really giving me like the same kind of vibes. We should actually check out this channel in the future because the video we made on that was super banger.
Before you heard their footsteps, they were already replaced. This school is no longer managed by humans. There's a reason every camera feed is 2 seconds delayed. There's a reason the morning announcements echo in empty rooms, and there's a reason you asked for more details. So here's one final detail. We think the anomalies know you clicked this video. You now have 2 options.
Oh.
Choose fast.
So, abort mission or enter school.
You're running out of time.
I think the right choice is to enter the school, because as they said, the anomalies know that we watched this video. They're already on to me. So we're just gonna like act casual and enter the school.
You step forward. The hallway lights blink, but just once, like they know you're here. You try to remember how this school used to look, but something feels off. Not broken, just too quiet, like it's waiting.
Too dark.
You move past the lockers. Each one has a name tag, but none of the names are yours. Still, they feel familiar. You hear a chair move inside a classroom, but there's no one there. Just desks, lined up, all facing the wrong wall.
It's a ghost?
You keep walking, and then the announcements begin. But they're not for you.
All students report to the cafeteria for dental clearance.
For dental?
Do not look directly at the windows. It is not raining.
You weren't going to look at the windows.
Why
but now
dental
you kind of
clearance
want
in the
to.
school?
You pass by the window. There's nothing there, just black. like the outside world has been deleted. Your phone buzzes, no signal, no clock, just one message. You are not late. Do not hurry. At the end of the hall...
Whoa. Who was that guy? There was a guy in the corner, in the background. Hold on. Who is this? Is this like the teacher? You are not late, do not hurry. Is this the teacher, or is this like... Who is this guy? Are they the one controlling the school? Are they the one in charge?
At the end of the hall, you see a sign. Exit this way. But the arrow points in two different directions, left and right. Under it, someone has scratched into the wall. You can't leave anymore. You hear footsteps, slow, soft, not behind you, maybe in the cafeteria.
What do you do? I think we're gonna check the cafeteria. I mean, we could keep going in the hallways, but they did say check the cafeteria, so we're gonna go for that.
You step into the cafeteria, but it's not lunchtime. There's no one here.
This
and
is
yet you
dental
hear
clearance,
trays
right?
being picked up, forks scraping plates, a low hum of voices, but the room is empty. The smell is strange. Not food, something older. Metal or dust, like the kitchen hasn't been used in years. But the lights are still on, and every table is clean, perfectly clean. You walk past the food line. There's no food, just trays, lined up, each with a name card. One of the trays has your name, but the handwriting is just different. It's your name, but you didn't write it. You hear the speaker crackle, but there's no voice, just one sound, a fork tapping glass, again and again and again. You turn around, and one chair is now pulled out. You're not sure if it was like that before, but now it is.
You have to
and the
sit
tray
down.
in front of it is full. On the tray, a single item, something wrapped in foil, moving slightly, like it's breathing.
Oh no!
You don't open it, but something inside whispers, "You're late. It's getting cold." The lights blink again. You hear shoes squeaking. Someone just walked into the kitchen, but no one walks out. On the far wall, written in fading red letters, "You are the meal now."
What do I do? Check the kitchen or keep... Oh, I feel like going into the kitchen might be a bad idea. But I'm gonna do it.
You push the swinging door open. The kitchen is dark. Not pitch black, but enough that everything looks gray. It smells worse in here, like wet cloth, and something burned a long time ago. There's no one inside, but the back freezer is open, cold air spilling out. You don't go near it. You don't need to.
Yeah.
You already know something's wrong.
There's something... Oh,
On the
there's
counter,
someone inside of it.
A cutting board. A knife, still dripping. Not with sauce, but with blood.
Yeah.
You move closer. On the wall, the fridge is filled with meat, a lot of it. Some are still fresh, but meat is a little odd. You hear the tap turn on, by itself. Slow stream, but the water's red. You step back, but the door won't swing open again. You push harder. Nothing happens. Then you hear it, a chair sliding in the cafeteria. Someone is sitting down, but you can't see who. A second later, you hear your own voice say it's ready. The freezer door slams shut. Something behind you moves. Slow, heavy, wet footsteps on the tile. You don't turn around, but it doesn't matter. Because now you are what's on the tray. You are their next meal.
Like they said, I am
Mission
the...
failed. Try again next time.
Oh, no! But that was what they said in the previous one. If we go back to this one here, they said that you are the meal, right?
Like it's breathing. You don't open it, but something...
So this was like subtle foreshadowing. It's moving, and they said, you're late, it's getting cold.
You're late. It's getting cold. On the far wall, written in fading red letters, "You are the meal now."
You are the meal now. So in that case, let's go for the hallway.
You don't wait. You hear something from the cafeteria in the kitchen. You back away, slowly, quietly. Your shoes don't even squeak on the floor. You try not to breathe too loud. Something was in there, but you didn't look. You didn't need to. You turn toward the main hallway. The lights are still flickering, just like earlier, but now one of them is steady, brighter than the rest, buzzing, like it's pulling too much power.
Yeah.
It's above locker number 34. You've passed it 100 times, but today it looks off. There's paper sticking out of it, crumpled, taped down like someone didn't want it to blow away. You walk closer. The paper says, "Do not open any locker that is already open." But locker number 34 is already open, just an inch. You hear someone call your name, not a shout, more like a soft question. It's coming from the hallway that leads to the gym. You don't answer. You just stand still. At the corner, a janitor's closet is slightly open. A yellow light coming from inside, humming, but there's no one in the school schedule assigned to clean during this period. So, what do?
Check the janitor's closet or try to find the woman, the voice. What was the voice again?
You hear someone call your name, not a shout, more like a soft question.
Since the locker was already open that we took the note from, that means that we are technically cursed. So if we go for the voice, that's gonna kill us. So in this case, we're gonna go for the janitor's closet.
You slowly push the door open. It creaks just enough to remind you that someone might hear. The yellow light flickers. It's a small room with shelves of folded towels, 2 mops leaning against the wall, and a TV. Not a flat screen. An old CRT.
Yeah.
You step inside. There is no broadcast on the TV, just grainy hallway footage of your school. But something's off. It's not live. You're watching a recording, but not from security. It's from behind the lockers. Like someone hit a camera in the vents. You lean closer. The timestamp is stuck at 12:42 p.m., but the video is moving. You see a girl in a red hoodie, walking alone. She glances at the locker, the one you just passed. You blink. The camera zooms in. But she never touched it. She turns around and stares directly at the camera. Like she knew. Behind you, something shifts. You spin. Nothing's there. But now, the TV is showing the janitor's closet. It's showing your view.
It's showing me,
You're on screen now. You watch yourself watching. You step back. Something's wrong with this room. You weren't supposed to come here. Or maybe you were. You now have 2 options.
Smash the camera feed and find the woman. I'm gonna smash the camera feed. Finding the woman might be a bad idea.
You hesitate. You think maybe there's another way, but no. You pick up the fire extinguisher from the corner. You smash the screen. Glass cracks, wires spit sparks, the image distorts. And just before it dies, you see yourself watching you. The room goes quiet. Too quiet. Not empty quiet. Vacuum quiet. Like the whole school stopped breathing. The door behind you opens, but no one is there. Just the hallway again. Exactly as it was before. Same flickering lights. Same locker slightly open, same sound of shoes, but those
we're like in
sounds
another
are
dimension.
yours. You step out, you hear the announcements. Again, you're seeing this broadcast. But it's not coming from the intercom. It's coming from the inside of your locker. You reach for it. Your hand touches the cold metal, but there's something else taped to it now. A paper with 5 words. You already made this choice. You hear footsteps, not behind, not ahead.
We've already done this before?
As if someone is walking on the ceiling, repeating your steps, mirroring your path. You look back at the janitor's door.
We are the mirror now. We are in the mirror world.
You blink. The lights reset, flicker once, then again. A voice comes from the intercom. You are now part of the CodeRed. You try to move, but your body already knows the path. You walk without choosing. The school is waiting.
I think by smashing the CRT, we probably shifted into like another reality or another timeline. They talked about it could be anyone, your friend, your own reflection, something like that. So in this case, us going into the janitor's office, the janitor's room, basically made us deviate from our chosen path, and then we kind of split into like another dimension. So in that case, let's go back into this room here, and then we're gonna follow the woman on screen. Try to find the woman.
You move down the hall. Lights are dim now, but not flickering. They feel still. As you walk, you hear it again. A voice. Muffled. Slow. It's humming. Some kind of song. You turn the corner and you see her. A woman in red, standing just outside the gym doors, facing the wall, hands behind her back, like she's waiting to be called. You stop. She turns. Smiles, but only with her mouth.
No teeth.
There you are. I've been waiting for you.
I don't trust her.
Her voice is soft, but her eyes don't blink. Not once. You ask her if she's faculty. She nods.
I'm the teacher. Well, one of them.
I don't trust her.
You ask what she's doing here. She tilts her head as if the question is strange.
I was looking for some meat. They're always hungry, but they won't eat me anymore.
She laughs.
Oh,
A small
run!
breath of
Get
air.
out!
No joy in it. You ask who they are. She doesn't answer. Instead, she steps closer. Just once. One soft step.
You smell like the others, but your eyes are different.
You try to step back, but your feet feel stuck. Not trapped, just unsure. You hear something inside the gym. Metal squeaking, as if something heavy just got off the bleachers. The woman speaks again.
They let you in, didn't they? The ones behind the glass. Tell them I'm ready, but I won't be gentle.
Her smile widens, just slightly too wide. She holds out her hand, blood under her fingernails. You have two options now, and neither feels safe.
I feel like we aren't strong enough to eliminate the woman. That's like the end for us. We die. I feel like interrogating might be the only choice here that we can actually take.
The footage you're about to see was recorded 3 hours after capture. The woman in red was escorted out of the gym with no resistance. She did not speak. She did not blink. She smiled only once when asked if she would come quietly. The interrogation was conducted in Cell B, beneath the secondary observation wing. No mirrors, no reflective surfaces, no screens. Just 2 chairs, 1 table, and an active redline recorder.
Yeah.
Can you tell us your name?
Names don't work here. You know that.
Humor me.
I used to be Miss Carter. She liked Tuesdays. She loved being a teacher. That was before.
Before what?
Before I started remembering things that never happened. Before the students began echoing each other's questions. Before I looked in the mirror and watched myself breathe without me.
You said you were looking for meat. What did you mean?
They get hungry after duplication, not for food.
So
not
the
the way you
mimics.
think. They eat pattern breaks.
Pattern
Every
breaks?
time someone steps out of rhythm, it feeds them.
Who are they?
So
You
every
already
time
know.
we deviate.
You gave them numbers. You tracked their emergence. You just didn't tell anyone when they started to mimic the staff.
You're saying you were replaced?
No, I'm saying I wasn't. Not completely. You should ask me the real question.
What question is that?
What happens if we contain you?
What happens if we contain you?
You think this is about me? I'm just the last warning before the reset. I'm
The
the one
reset?
that remembers how the loop starts, how it ends, and why you'll never make it past the first hallway next time.
The
Oh
woman was
shit!
sealed in a high-frequency cell unit beneath 3 levels of reinforced shielding. No windows, no sound. Since her containment, the school has returned to full operation.
Oh,
No anomalies
so
detected.
she
Students
was the
resumed classes
anomaly.
without incident. Security reports normal camera sync, clocks functional, bell system restored. It's quiet again, too quiet. But last night, during system diagnostics, one of the cafeteria cameras, the same hallway where she was found, glitched for exactly 3 seconds. No power loss, no breach, just static.
So she's
and
in
one
here.
new message etched into the wall beneath the frame. We don't need her to begin again.
Oh, so we got ending number 3? The woman in red knows everything that's about to happen, and they say we don't need her to begin again. She knows that we're about to eliminate her as well? They know that we're about to literally cut her off right now? So far, we enter the building, we can check out the kitchen, we go down into the hallway, we then follow the woman. I want to go back before we eliminate her. Let's retrace our steps real quick. Let's don't go into this one. So we walk down the hallway and then we have 2 choices. Try to find the woman or the janitor's office. If we try to find the woman, then we go over where we have the choices, eliminate or interrogate. So let's try and eliminate.
The decision is made. You lift the device they gave you, compact, silent, government issued, no recoil, no blood, just a click. She doesn't move, she just watches you. And for the first time, she blinks. Once. She whispers, almost kindly,
You always pick the simple ending.
then she vanishes. No scream, no collapse, just gone. A low sound rolls through the school, not a siren, more like a breath. The lights stop flickering, the hallways fall quiet, the signal stops looping. It feels like everything resets.
Target neutralized. Infection classified as contained.
But
Well
it's
done,
still
Agent.
here. It's
They
still
tell you
here.
the mission is over.
But it's
you
not.
may exit the building. You walk through the front doors, and the morning sun is already waiting. The sky looks cleaner than you remember. Too clean. They tell you everything will return to normal. The school will open again in 2 weeks. New staff will be assigned. No one will remember what happened here. They say you made the right choice. They always say
did we?
that. But as you leave the gate, you pass by a mirror in the hallway. And for half a second, you see her again.
So she's not actually gone. She's actually... Maybe everything we do... Hold on. What if everything we do is a deviation of our path? What if we were never meant to enter the school to begin with? Because if we were to accept and trust the woman, she says everything, basically what she says is she knows the start, she knows the end, she knows the choices that we make. And that means that she'll be here at the start, she'll be here at the end. So when we deviate, that's when we basically change the outcome, change the story. If we kill her, the entity is still in here. If we take her out, the entity is still in here. It will just try again with another being. So the only way that we can actually win is by not taking the mission. So if we go back to the start, we then choose to get more information, and then we choose to abort mission.
You chose to abort? We understand, not everyone is built for this. Most people don't want the truth. They want comfort. A warm desk, a bell that rings on time, a teacher who always smiles. But you already know. Deep down, something is wrong. You felt it in the hallway that loops back on itself, in the lunch that never goes cold, in the sound of your own name spoken before you entered the room. Aborting doesn't save you, it just delays you. They've already marked you. They know who watched, who clicked, who turned back. You didn't escape, you paused, and we can't promise you'll get another chance. But if you do, and if this message reaches you again, choose differently.
There is still one ending we're missing. We got ending number 3, we got ending number 2, but we haven't gotten ending number 1. How do we get ending number 1? Or is this ending number 1? But it sounds like everything is, all of our decisions is already determined for us.
You already know. Deep down, something is wrong.
But because they said, you have been in the cafeteria, you have been in the hallways, you have made these decisions before. Us quitting, they knew that we went through the entire thing and then quit.
You felt it in the hallway that loops back on itself, in the lunch that never goes cold, in the sound of your own name spoken before you entered the room. Aborting doesn't save you, it just delays you.
It just delays the inevitable. So the only thing we can do is click back and go into the school without getting any information. We're in the school now. We have two choices. Go to the cafeteria or go to the hallway. We're gonna go to the hallway. Now we're in the hallway. What if we try to find the woman? We go to the janitor's closet. We go to the janitor's closet, and instead here we can try to find the woman? But we have been here before. Interrogation doesn't work. Elimination doesn't work. That's ending number 2. How the hell do we get ending number 1? That was ending number 1. Oh, wait. So smashing the TV is ending number 1. We go into the janitor's closet and us looping again. Wait. So smashing the TV is actually the canon ending.
You raise your hand. You hesitate. You think maybe there's another way, but no. You pick up the fire extinguisher from the corner. You smash the screen. Glass cracks, wires spit sparks, the image distorts. And just before it dies, you see yourself watching you. The room goes quiet. Too quiet. Not empty quiet. Vacuum quiet. Like the whole school stopped breathing. The door behind you opens, but no one is there. Just the hallway again.
Hold on. I think the reason why we hear chairs moving and things in the kitchen and doors opening is because we're like in a limbo kind of state in this school here. There's like 2 dimensions. There's like, let's just say that 2 dimensions, right? Us breaking the TV basically splits our dimension. So the door opening is us from, let's say we have like the real and the fake dimension, okay? The real dimension is us entering the room and then smashing the TV. But as soon as we smash the TV, we're then transported into the fake dimension a couple of minutes before. That means that when the door opens, either that's us in the real dimension leaving or us in the real dimension getting in.
Exactly as it was before. Same flickering lights. Same locker slightly open, same sound of shoes, but those sounds are yours. You step out, you hear the announcements. Again, you're seeing this broadcast, but it's not coming from the intercom. It's coming from the inside of your locker. You reach for it. Your hand touches the cold metal, but there's something else taped to it now. A paper with 5 words. You already made this choice. You hear footsteps, not behind, not ahead, from above, as if someone is walking on the ceiling, repeating your steps, mirroring your path. You look back at the janitor's door. It's closed. Was it ever open? You blink. The lights reset, flicker once, then again. A voice comes from the intercom. You are now part of the CodeRed. You try to move, but your body already knows the path. You walk without choosing. The school is waiting.
So that's how we get ending number 1. Honestly though, this kind of reminds me of, like good old 2010 YouTube where they had like, I remember when like, whenever YouTubers made like collaborations, there was a guy called Matthias. You probably know him, he's still around, makes like YouTube things and so on. A guy named Matthias, he used to make like sketch videos, and I don't know if he still does it. But whenever he collabed with other people, all of the videos that he collabed with would also have like an alternate ending. So if you checked out a video on another channel, it would essentially be the same video, but like an alternate ending. And there's also been like a lot of different, videos along the years where you have like interactive videos where you can like change the ending and so on. Personally, I like this one. I was just hoping that it would be like a little bit longer. If CodeRed actually makes another one of these, I would love to actually, the internet is controlling you. I would love to basically watch more and check it out. They do have a compilation here. If you guys want me to check out the compilation in the future, they have an analog horror compilation that's 1 hour. We can definitely do that. With that said, guys, be sure to check out CodeRed. If you know of any, like, interactive videos like this that you want me to check out, do let me know so we can check that out in the future. Personally, I love this. I like this. I'm kind of repeating myself right now. I just wish if CodeRed made another one, if it's just a little bit longer. If you have like a couple more episodes with like a little bit more branching paths and so on, if you make it like a little more interactive, that would be absolutely gaming. So guys, I'm gonna stop yapping. With that said, check out CodeRed. They definitely deserve some love and support. Thank you all for watching. Let me know recommendations in the comments below if you guys know any like interactive videos that you want me to check out. And with that said, I will head out.